In this video, I'm going to be going through how you can lighten up and add humor to your presentations. Research shows that speakers who are able to make their audience laugh are way more likely to retain their attention. If you're watching this video and you want to be more humorous in your presentations, stay until the end because I'm going to be giving you 3 amazing tips which you can apply today to be more light-hearted as a speaker, to be more humorous as a speaker, and to get your audience to warm to you as a speaker. In this series of videos, we have been going through the book Talk Like TED, where we have been breaking down the public speaking secrets of the world's best speakers. In this video, we're going through chapter 6, Lighten Up. I just want to say this. Unless you are a professional comedian, you are not aiming to have your audience on the floor, in hysterics, laughing like crazy. Most of our clients are people who give presentations for work, for their business, or for university or college. So typically, very serious presentations. What your aim is to sprinkle little bits of humor throughout your presentation to create light-hearted moments. Something else I want to say. Just because people are not laughing doesn't mean you haven't been funny. I know it's a bit crazy to say, but if you take me for an example, when I am watching people who are paid to make people laugh, professional comedians, it's very unlikely that I'll be there like laughing my head off. No. What I am likely to do when I hear something funny is ponder to myself and think, very funny. That's just how I express humor. So just because people aren't laughing doesn't mean you haven't been funny. So with that out of the way, let's get into point 1. The first thing you can do is to tell stories, personal anecdotes, or observations. I love telling stories because it's the most pressure-free way of adding content to your presentations. Pressure-free because you know the facts, you know the details, and no one can dispute what you're saying. Not only can you tell stories, but you can also give observations which you have made. Even better if those are observations which everybody can relate to, because things which are relatable are normally things which will make people laugh. Typical example is, how often do we have that situation when we have to wake up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning? Nearly all of us. But the evening before, it will be midnight. We know we're supposed to be in bed, and we'll be saying to ourselves, I should really be getting to bed now. It's quite late. But instead of doing the sensible thing, we do the foolish thing and remain on our phones, plunging ourselves deeper and deeper into a situation that simply is not going to end well. The reason that some of us can smile at that is because we've all been there. Those people who have insane mentalities and can't relate to that probably are not going to find that funny. But that's fine because that's only a minority of the audience, which is another thing about humor. Not everybody is going to find you funny, and that's fine because not everybody can relate to you. People are different. Point number 2. Use examples or metaphors. These are great because by doing this, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The first thing you do is that you simplify the content in your presentation and make it easier to understand. If you have something abstract or theoretical, by turning it into an example or a metaphor, you greatly simplify it and people can understand it much, much easier. And if you can make it funny, you get extra brownie points. An example is a South African comedian whose name is Trevor Noah. He grew up in a time of apartheid where black people and white people were systematically separated. They couldn't do anything together. They couldn't eat together. They couldn't learn together. They couldn't travel together. So the situation was very awkward when his mother, a black African woman, had a baby with his father, who's a white man from Switzerland. He was born a crime. That's how he puts it. He tells this story of when he was out on the street walking hand in hand with his mother and the police drove by. Woo! And as soon as they drove by, she had to let go of his hand, drop him, and pretend that he wasn't hers. He says that he felt like a bag of weed. I found that funny, but of course, I didn't laugh. I just thought to myself, very funny, because it was a perfect illustration of what people were going through at that time. Point number 3, use videos or demonstrations. This is a great tip because it takes the pressure off you as a speaker and it puts it on the video or the demonstration. When you do this, make sure you use a video or a demonstration which has a proven track record for being funny. You've watched it, you found it funny, you sent it to friends and family, they've watched it and they found it funny. It's highly likely that your audience will also find it funny. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but a great example of this is if you follow Breezy Speaking on TikTok or Instagram. If you go on Instagram on our Reels tab, you will see short clips of me giving public speaking tips and advice for about 15 seconds. And following that immediately, there will be a clip which demonstrates the point I have just made from a reference to a movie or an interview or something in popular culture. What I'm trying to do there isn't trying to be funny. I'm trying to communicate a message. And this is the point with humor in your speeches. You are not there to make people laugh. You are there to communicate a message. The humor is merely an aid, a tool to help you accomplish that goal. And if you look at it like this, you will have no problems being humorous in your speeches. There you go. 3 things which you can do to be more lighthearted and humorous in your presentations. Number 1, use stories, anecdotes, and observations. Number 2, use metaphors and examples. And number 3, use videos or demonstrations. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely follow us on Instagram, where we will be doing a live Q&A on the content discussed in this video. So if you do have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Until then, see you next time for Chapter 7.